Hi friend, David here from Learn Stage Lighting, and today we want to look at blinder and backlight effects and how you can use them to make your next event or show amazing. Okay, so what we love to do is look at, some of our top picks around here, top gear picks over at aboveavl.com. That's the new name of Learn Stage Lighting Gear. And, a blinder is an interesting type of light. Okay, let's talk about what makes a blinder so cool. In fact, I'll open an extra tab here real quick. What makes a blinder so cool is that they allow you to, and I said our top 5 picks, but there's going to be like 6, is they allow you to create impact from behind the person on stage, create a pulse of light, create some energy, create some pattern, sometimes some movement on the folks on stage from behind, blind or color the audience, depending on if you're, kind of face on shooting them or have them coming down at people, and add color or texture and just generally be bright and punchy. And the good thing about blinders is historically, they look good without haze. Okay. So you don't have to have haze or atmosphere for blinders to look really good. Okay. For example, a blinder like this is a gamma blinder, just a warm white blinder that they sell. It's good. But kind of simplistic, right? It, has these 4 cells of light. They shoot a really wide beam of light. So sometimes it makes haze look a little cloudy. I mean, it just kind of makes the haze a little too apparent, but it gives you that bright, warm glow that, you experience at large concerts when blinders get pushed. I know I'm dating myself a little because yes, I set them up and changed the lamps and used old school blinders that generate tons of heat bunches of times. And that can still be a good option today, but today we have much better options. So at the bottom of our list at the most entry level price point, we have the ADJ/Eliminator. It's under their Eliminator brand. Frost FX BAR RGBW. They also have a white version of this that's a little cheaper, but it might be going away. I think I might be discontinuing from what I can see. So the Frost FX bar is really cool. So we've got our review video. We'll stick some clips in here from every review video, but basically you get all of these cells on this front lens, and then you have these narrow LEDs that shoot out light. And so it's a really great budget buy. It's well built. I would say they hit the budget point they hit. And so it's a fairly inexpensive light. So, it's not going to be like the most perfect, amazing light ever. The LEDs, if you turn on like red and green to make like a yellow, there's kind of some color fringing where the colors don't quite come together as well as they could, but it's a really inexpensive light. You can buy a lot of them and cover a stage and still be at a pretty inexpensive price point. They've been really reliable for our customers. They're a good fixture. Just optically, there's a little to be seen. The light that does shoot out of them too, it's like you can see the color, but if you do have haze, it's really narrow, so it looks really nice. So you get basically a front lens or the emitted light. If you have haze, it looks even cooler, but that's not required. Okay. Next, we have the Colorband PiX-M from Chauvet. This is a fixture that I have liked for a really long time for backlight effects because it's well priced. It gives you the ability, it kind of has a beam angle in the middle. We'll use some clips here from this video where you can see it in haze. But if you don't have haze, it looks great just looking at it visually. It produces light, it fringes and adds highlight on the people on stage. And the best part is it tilts. Okay, so whether that means you put it on the ground and you can use it for like a through the air backlight, like a lot of worship churches do in worship these days. If you want to do it vertically, you could sweep side to side. Either way, you can often tilt it to light a backdrop at times, other times light the floor, other times light the people, other times be a blinder. So you get a lot of uses out of it. And on this one, every pixel on it, and there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 10. You can set it in a mode where you have control of all those individual pixels. So you can do some really cool pixel mapped type effects and chases across it. Next, if you want to crank it up a notch from there, the Gamma Storm X is kind of my go-to for a tilting blinder. Okay, so these came to the market a number of years ago. Lots of brands make them now. They're pretty ubiquitous. But what's cool about these is, and we have our video there. Hey, be quiet, you, is we have a video there and we'll insert some clips, is you get all these different segments that you can animate individually. So it's not just one color on the whole face of the light. Blinders like this are insanely bright on their white tube of LEDs in the middle, and also very bright in terms of color. So you can, have the best of both worlds, blind the audience, and do really cool color effects, graphics, and really fill space behind a stage with light, even if you don't have haze. So we like the Storm X. It's really well priced and it does a good job. Next up, moving up a little bit, we have, actually, let's go to the next one, the Megalite light pipe. Sorry, we'll jump back to that one later. Essentially like a lightsaber, but it's out of actual tube truss. You see them behind me in the studio there. They're glowing kind of blue-green. And I cannot say enough awesome things about these light pipes. They are part of a system where there's a separate driver box and then the pipes themselves, but you can get them in all different sizes. So 3 foot through 10 foot, and then meter sizes for special order, which makes it so that you can integrate it with existing DJ style truss. So if you've got that DJ style pin truss, as we call it here in the US, I know all the people overseas are going to get mad at me for using that term, but it's how it's known here. You can integrate this right with that existing hardware and it connects together. You can make really interesting shapes with it, and it glows and it looks cool. Megalite does also have a light truss now, which is like the same thing, but it's truss and it glows. Really well built, really durable. If you take care of it, really, really nice fixture. Like the light pipe is one of those from Megalite that, and Megalite's always been really good at eye candy fixtures. That's kind of like what they're best at. But the light pipe has been a really good one in the sense that when people buy it, they come back for more. They really enjoy the fact that you can deploy it in lots of different ways, that it can actually hold, you can hang other lights from it, which is cool. There's all sorts of different sizes and there's just so much you can do with it. And it's just a unique and different looking thing that nobody else does, but it's also fairly compact in terms of shipping it and traveling with it. Big thumbs up for us there. Last but not least, at the top end of the market, we have the Martin Mac 1. It sits up there in our studio. It is a really cool beam / wash light that looks awesome in haze, looks awesome through the air, can do some really neat stuff when you zoom it and shoot it out. You can see it here. There's the ones in the middle are wide and these ones are narrow and those ones are less on and those ones are more on. No, not more on. They are fully on, and it creates really cool backlight effects when you combine the output with the lens. It's really small. It's really quiet. You can hang it vertically, you can hang it horizontally. There's a lot of cool stuff there in terms of backlight effect, and it moves. Actually, a quick little should I say addition, but just another pick to mention here is the Elation SOL Blinder. These guys are like a little par on steroids that you can arrange in all sorts of grids, and they do a lot of cool stuff. They're very bright. It's a 250 watt LED over 8,000 lumens, so it's a very, very bright kind of high-end pro type fixture, but the price on it's really not bad, and you can make all sorts of shapes with them. They have all sorts of accessories to make different shapes and use them in different ways. So they make a really cool multi-use tool as well as just being a blinder type light. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick look at a number of different fixtures that we really like here at Above AVL and Learn Stage Lighting for that kind of use, for using as a blinder. Maybe you have haze, maybe you don't. These will work really great for you. If you want to learn more about any of them, you can just add them to your cart over at Above AVL, create a quote, send that to us. We'll kick it right back to you, get you your personalized pricing, and help you find exactly what you need. On that note as well, hey, gaff tape. Everybody needs a gaff tape. We've got our grade A gaff tape. It comes in black, it comes in white, it comes in a great tan that matches a lot of lighter wood tones, and it comes in neon colors. Folks that have bought it keep buying it again and again and again. So if you want to save money on your gaff tape, go to aboveavl.com, check out our grade A gaff tape. It's been a really big success. People are really loving it, and we'd love to get some in your hands. If you use gaff tape, if you use the name brands or even off brands, check this stuff out. It's either going to be less expensive than what you're paying for the name brand and just as good, or it's going to be less expensive than what you're buying. Look at the per yard cost. Ours is a larger roll than many that you get on Amazon and other places, and it's going to be similar or better quality. So can't say enough about that. We love to help you with your gaff tape, especially if you buy cases, because that's where shipping it comes in at the best cost. And we'd love to help you out with that. If you need anything else, you know where to find us. Contact page over at aboveavl.com, gear at learnstagelighting.com. Let us know how we can help you with your gear needs, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.